Oh, okay, well, you didn't have to go and scream like that. Yeah, startled you? Yes, I know, I gathered that I had startled you, what with the aforementioned screaming and all. Good gracious, you do have a lot of adrenaline in you, don't you? You have a lot of adrenaline, and it just all comes right out of your vocal cords, doesn't it? I've heard of that fight or flight response. It's fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. We're gonna have to add a new one to that now. You're gonna have to add squeal to that list. You have a squeal response. Wait, no, that's not alliterative. We need something that starts with an F. We need an F word. Okay. Okay, so what now? You know what? You know what? Now I got it. I got it. So now your list is fight, flight, freeze, fawn, or frickin' scream your head off. That's you. That makes it an F word. Yeah. So your fear response is frickin' screaming, which is good to know. That's good to know because I should wear ear protection if ever I'm gonna sneak up on you. I should wear ear protection. That's be prepared for screaming if ever I'm gonna startle you, or if a situation is tense like it was tense today. It was. I will admit that it was tense. It was. Sorry. My fear response. I don't have a fear response. What are you talking about? I don't have a fear response. Like, you can't have a fear response if you don't have fear. Nope. I have a bravery response. I have a bravery response. I have a stoic response. I have a stressed response. I have an other people will be frightened, but I am brave and I act on things response. I take action. That's my response. I have an action response. I don't. I just told you I don't. I don't. Okay, fine. All right, right. You do. You do. Okay, then what? What is it? What is my freaking F word fear response according to you? Which I don't have because I don't have fear, so I can't have a fear response. I only have sorry, fluster. Fluster. Yeah, I don't I don't fluster. I don't fluster. I absolutely do not fluster. Are you kidding me? Flustering. What are you even talking about? Like what are you actually talking about? What are you? That's not. I would so not. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I. 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 I'm. I'm not making a great case against my flustering. I'm hearing myself right now. I realize that I'm not making a great case against my flustering. Um. But no, this is different. This is different because it's not a fear response, right? It's not it's what it is it's an after stress response. It's a you're okay response, right? It's a response that you're it's a relief response that you're okay. You're okay because it was it's a face-to-face response of seeing you safe. When for a minute there, just for a minute, I thought maybe you wouldn't be okay. When I saw him grab you for a second, I thought, just a second, I thought, you know what? Actually, let me look at you, please. Let me just see your face and look, face me, and let's see where he grabbed you. He was rough when he grabbed you. Okay. Yeah, he was rough. You're going to be a little bruised. You're going to be a little bruised, but you're okay. You're going to be okay. You are okay. You're going to be okay because it's all okay. There's nothing to be afraid of. There was nothing to be afraid of. Yeah. I mean, especially since I was here, I handled it, and I got to you in time, and you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. And okay, fine. Flustered. I can get flustered. Quit pointing it out, or I've got another F word for you. Okay, yeah, yeah. Uh, gotcha. That is a fair question. That is a very reasonable question. So that man was Victor. Uh, his last name doesn't matter actually, because what matters is the last name of the family that he works for, Brezhnev. They're the biggest of the families that I told you like to try to compete with my family for our business using some underhanded and sometimes cutthroat means. I'm gonna just come out and tell you this. I probably should have told you something a while ago. I don't know. Maybe I made the right decision. Maybe I shouldn't have told you because I didn't want to scare you. I didn't even know if there was a real reason to be scared. I mean, I was taking precautions either way, whether there was an actual threat or not. So either way, it was going to end up being the same. So why should I? Um. Oh, right. Okay. Getting to the point. That's flustered. That's flustered again. Okay. I'm sorry. So the guy who was here, the one who grabbed you, I have seen him around you before. That's why I put the cameras all around your place and your work. I didn't mention the work, but also your work. But I didn't just do it for the reasons I said. I mean, what I said was true. I was looking after you because I had admittedly grown to care somewhat about you, and that made you a point of vulnerability. And so I had to protect you in order to protect myself. But I didn't just do it because I realized that I cared about you. In fact, I mean, it's true. If I care about you, my enemies would take an interest. But it was more like that realization was reverse engineered. Okay, so let's see. You and I were riding the bus at the same time every day, and I was getting to know you and I was coming to enjoy your company. And then one day, as I'm, happily heading up to the bus stop to see you, I see someone taking a picture of you. And it was him. It was Victor. And I knew who Victor was. And so I knew that that meant that they had noticed that I had been spending time with you. And I found out that I realized that them noticing brought the whole situation into crystal clarity. Because my first thought was not, okay, great. They think I care about this guy, so thank you. He's not a vulnerability to me. He could be a wonderful distraction. They might try to use him against me, and my biggest response is going to be, oh, well, this sucks to be that poor guy. Good thing I don't care. That wasn't my thought. I didn't I didn't I didn't see the strategic advantage of them targeting somebody that I don't actually care about. And it wasn't even a sense of, just wanting to make sure that you weren't hurt because of me. It wasn't a matter of just not wanting some stranger to catch strays. No, instead, I found very suddenly, that I cared. I realized I cared, and I had cared a great deal. And I cared a very great deal whether or not they thought you were a liability and a vulnerability, whether they might try to hurt you to get to me. I didn't tell you that at the time because I thought there was no point scaring you, right? I was taking care of it. I was taking care of it. Nothing was going to change by you noticing. So why scare you? But now you know, and so for future reference, yeah, you can tell me what you would have preferred, right? In the future, I will respect what you would rather I do, whether you would rather know about it or whether you'd rather I just take care of it and not stress you over things that can't be changed. I'm going to protect you either way. My response is not going to be different based on whether the threat is real or whether it might be real. So I'll let you know what you want to know. Anyway, that's for the future. Back when I realized that they were watching you and they knew, I tried to back off from you, without being too obvious that I was backing off. Because if it's obvious I'm backing off, they're going to realize that I'd seen them. I didn't want that because that would really confirm for them that I cared. But they clearly figured it out anyway. All this keeping my distance, only watching you through cameras, not being near you, or at least not as much as I'd wanted, because I wanted to be near you so much. I don't know. I don't know how they figured it out for sure. Maybe I was just not as subtle as I thought I was. Maybe the guy that tried to break into your house a few weeks ago, the guy I caught and I offered a job to, maybe he was just not the most trustworthy person. Go figure. Yeah, I mean, if he'd gotten caught by one of them or if he'd worked for them to begin with, he might have given you up to save himself, You're his own little personal Anne Frank. That's probably not a good joke. I tell you what, if I find out it was him, I. But anyway, you know what? Long story short, Victor stopped by today. Thought he was being clever. He thought by disabling your power, and with it the internet, that I would not be able to watch you through the cameras and keep an eye on you. He didn't realize I also had access to your neighbor's Ring doorbell camera with the motion detector set right for your front yard. I wasn't far away, but I do not mind telling you I made it here in half the time it should have taken me. I I'm not going to tell you what I did to Victor. I am not going to. I will tell you that you don't have to worry about him anymore. You don't need to know that, and I'm certain you're probably better off. We're both better off if you don't know that. Just suffice it to say, I made an example of him. The Brezhnev family now has confirmation that you are someone I care about, and I made sure they had confirmation also that it is not going to be worth it to them to try to exploit that vulnerability. I sent a message today that if they try to touch someone I love, I am going to destroy someone they love. It's, don't that's a that's what's that look? That's a very strange look to give to someone who just said that they had destroyed someone. You're not one of those weird people who, oh, oh, yeah, I guess I did. I did say that. I just, yeah, I called you someone I loved. um, just a few days after I told you that I wasn't ready to use that word. Well, well, what can I say? Yeah, I guess things come out of my mouth when I am flustered. Yeah, I mean, of course I mean it. You know I mean it. I loved you. I've loved you since before I realized. I suppose I stopped even pretending that I didn't, even if I wouldn't say it. It's the whole reason for all the layers and layers of security, the cameras upon cameras that you have so graciously forgiven me and accepted, even though I know it's an outrageous violation of privacy. And here I'm also going to hold back from making another Anne Frank joke because I'm feeling awkward and I don't know how to just sit with what I said to you. But it is true. I I love you. And that is awkward for me to admit, especially how many times I just watched you, how grateful I was for you letting me, you know, keep watching once you knew, and how I fell more and more in love with you every day. I have frankly obsessed over you, and you have accepted that obsession with more equanimity than I could have hoped. And now we come to another turning point in my little obsession with you. So, of course, I still have to keep an eye on you, right? Because as much as I may have sent a very strong message to the Brezhnevs, it would never be okay to lower my guard to them. And I would never be comfortable just leaving you or under attended in the world, right? Not now that they know without a doubt. Even if I did make sure it wasn't worth their while, I couldn't. But at the same time, I did make it very clear that I care about you to them, that I love you. And there is no hiding that anymore. There's no trying to hide it. There's no reason to try to hide it. So, as long as I don't have to hide it, right? I mean, we could kind of just embrace it, you know? I, I, maybe we could do this right, like a little time to embrace it, time to embrace you, face to face and in person, which is which is how I want to watch you now, going forward, in person. No screens, no technology between us, just me and you in the same place at the same time, where you can see me looking at you. as opposed to just feeling it. So so what do you say? Would you come home with me tonight? Would you stay? I mean, no real pressure because saying no is always an option. I promise that, and I will always respect no. I will always respect that. I'll just go back to watching you through the cameras 24/7. But I do respect boundaries. Like no is always an option, except to security. But even then, you have your options for the type of security. It, but yeah, for real. Okay. Okay, good. All right, then fine. That's good. That's good. That's great. That's all right. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Let's go. No, no. Let's still no. We can just go. I mean, you could. You could pack if you really want to, but if I'm being honest, I've got a bunch of your clothes in my closet already. Well, not your clothes per se, but the exact same size and brand and color. I just um I just kind of bought duplicates of whatever it was you bought yourself because just in case. Um I what? Okay, come on. I did just admit to being obsessive and you did see the cameras. And anyway, I'm really cute in your shirts. Or rather the shirts that I have that look like your shirts, but mm, I suppose they're gonna be your shirts because you're gonna come over to my you know what? It doesn't matter. Let's just go. Let's just go. And hey, thank you. Hello, cupcakes. Thank you all so much for being here at the end of the story. And we're doing things a little bit differently today because I had to talk about this model. This model has been making me so happy. I have been giddy and amused at this model. Uh, First off, so much fun to play with because look how cute she is. And she comes with different outfits and she's different hair colors, different hairstyles, different, like there are ears and horns. And you're going to see this model again. I'm certain of that. Um, what it's like, oh my goodness, the artist who did this, Lulu Bunsey on on Etsy did such an amazing job for such an incredible price, and I cannot say sing enough praises. There is a little bit of a funny thing that I think if I point it out, you're probably going to go back and look and check it out to see how many times you could catch it, unless you did already noticed. It has a little bit of a glitch. Just a little bit. I don't know if it's for everybody or just me, but when I open my mouth too quickly, too fast, the teeth get a little bit horrified. They get a little bit scary. It's a little bit quirky that way. Uh, but for the most part, it's such a great model. And let me back up here. Okay, well, okay. Let me back up here and show you how cute this is. How cute, how swingy and flirty and charming. And I love this model. I love her so much. There is one little thing that okay, so you see this little bow here. You see this little bow, you see this bow. One of the outfits that this particular outfit uh is a little has a little it's got a little peekaboo. It's got a little peekaboo hole in the it's just a little one. It's just a little one and it's cute. It's super cute, but I want to make sure that I am super friendly for YouTube, right? So I am being very careful and I am covering the little peekaboo hole, or peekabooba hole. I am being very careful with that, and I'm just covering it with a little bow. Cute little animated bow. That's fine, and the bow I think the bow looks cute with this outfit. That's fine. Um, what I'll have to back up a little bit. The one thing about this bow is that it comes with a bell. Got a cute little bell. It's got a cute little bell. But the thing about that bell is that it also jingles. You can't hear it because I have muted it for you guys, but for the sake of monitoring, I have had to hear it. I have had to hear it the entire time. So here, let me now take a look. Now think about some of these lines for just a minute. I have been over here trying to say this the the emotional impact deliver the emotional impact of somebody who's just done something really horrible to another human being in order to protect the person they love, and they're confessing not only to having done something horrible but also to like having loving this person. And I am trying to do all of that while I'm listening to Jingle Bells, and I can't smile because this is my first off, this model already most of my models already naturally want to smile when I'm not smiling. It's a little bit they're a little bit smiling. I'm always a little bit smiley, so that's part of the problem. But when I'm telling these stories, I try to my face reflects the mood of my voice. Anyway, I had to share that because it just made me giggle, and I love the idea that now some of you are gonna take a look and go back and know that when I was being emotional. Let's do this. Let's do these lines. Hang on a second. Let's get in close. Can I get in close? I can get in close. And stop laughing. Stop laughing. I've loved you since before I realized. I, I suppose I suppose I've stopped even pretending I didn't, even if I wouldn't say it. This is where it got me. Hang on. I barely stopped laughing because my head shakes when I do this. It's the whole reason for the layers and layers of security, the cameras upon cameras that you have so graciously forgiven me and accepted, even though I know it's an outrageous violation of privacy. Anyway, that has been what I've been listening to. This is running so long. I'm going to say thank you to my newest patrons next time. And yes, they're spicy over with this character. Thank you also very much for all of your support. If you haven't hit the like button, please do that for me. That helps. And the hypes are so fabulous for me. Thank you all so very much. I hope that you will all be as good to yourselves as you are to me, because you are very good to me. And I will talk to you again soon. Bye bye. And jingle, jingle, jingle.